All right, y'all. How you guys doing today? This is life Coach KB, coming at you live and direct. That's right. You see the rafters up above. I'm here in my garage right now. I decided to come out with these series of videos for you. Why wait? Don't need office space. Okay. So today we're going to talk about parenting, realistic expectations versus unrealistic expectations that our kids have, and how to do how do we move forward with that. Um, I recently got some news that my daughter um, was very angry and frustrated with some decisions that I made. Didn't see that the decisions that I was making was or had made was for her best interest, and it was very hard for me to understand where she was coming from. Now, being a life coach slash counselor, I feel that the very same tips and strategies that I equipped you guys with, I employ my own self. I use them, believe in them thoroughly, and so even throughout that, yet my daughter still was able to be made to feel as though um, that she wasn't important, valued, and things of that nature. First, the first stage that I went through was disbelief. Nope, wasn't me. Impossible. Impossible for you to feel the way that you feel because I've done X, Y, and Z. Well, let me ask you this. How do you expect a person who is in an irrational state of being to view things rationally? It's not going to happen. And so, what I came to realize is that it wasn't her fault. And it doesn't mean that what she was saying is exactly what I did and what my intentions were. Um, what she's saying is that's the perception, is how she was made to feel. And no matter how much I love it or hate it, it's not for me to decide. So, parents who are going through this, let you know it's not for you to decide. When your kids tell you how they're feeling, keep an open ear. Um, doesn't mean that you are a bad person because their perception of your actions have impacted them in that manner. A lot of times, our intentions don't have necessarily have the same um, end result that we desired it to. That's okay. Our intentions are positive and trying to get the best out of our student or our child, and so um, I would encourage you to continue to do that. But that's just the first level of it, the intentions. Then you have the actual actions. Then you need to have communication while with the actions to make sure that it is what you are hoping to get out of it. That your child is actually getting out of it the very same purpose that you had desired, the desired outcome, right? So let's not assume along the way that just because we're in it and it's in our head, that is going to be received by our child the same way, because that might not always be the case. Lastly, you got to just accept it, embrace it, and make a commitment to do better. That's right. Accept it, embrace it, and make a commitment to do better. I know for myself, it was a little humbling to uh, listen to my daughter tell me that I caused her to feel negatively or even played a role in her having suicidal ideation. That's something that I take seriously. It's something that I've helped and connected with many other families and supporting them through those circumstances and situations. And now I'm in a position where I have played a role in providing that type of ideation for my daughter. Purely um, difference of perception of reality. Her perception of what I was doing uh, painted her reality. just as my perception of what I was doing painted my reality. My reality was that everything was fine. That she knew how much I loved her, and what she meant to me. Wasn't the case. So, when you get this information, don't freak out, don't fret. Do take it serious, but understand that your kid is trying to communicate with you. Take that communication, accept it, and ask them what are some things that they would like you to do differently. And so take that to heart, allow them to be heard, and then make a commitment. Make the commitment to do it better, to do it in a manner that is their language. Many times we ask kids to speak our language, to understand what we're trying to say and convey to them. Uh, Now's the time, especially in adolescence, um, young adulthood, and high school, middle school, high school age, is a time frame where we need to speak the language, because at the end of the day, what matters most is our students, our kids, understanding um, and feeling the love and care that we have for them. And so, if it means that we have to communicate it to them in a manner that makes sense to them, what better way to do it? They're not the adults yet. We are. So, with that, I'm going to leave you with this uh, frame of mind. If tomorrow wasn't guaranteed for your child, what would you be willing to do today to make sure they knew that you love them explicitly? If tomorrow's not guaranteed for your child, what would you be willing to do today so that they knew explicitly that you love them? For me, that answer is there's nothing that I wouldn't do. So, knowing that there's nothing that I wouldn't do, make it happen.